What do Pokemon need in Pokopia? Of course, they need an opera house and the theater and dramatic fountains and a huge Pokeball. This is what I was up to and I was building that. So let's have a look, let's have a tour of my opera for my Pokopia. We enter the beautiful pink house through the grand entrance via the huge staircase. We arrive here in the very large and generous common area. We have beautiful seating with expensive silk materials, which is also pink. We have the gallery of the previous plays. I guess you see the star. The Mashok is lying around there. We buy the tickets here at the cast and then we enter to the stage area. We are greeted by the absolutely stunning, beautiful curtains. We have a lot of gold and a lot of light in our face. And then we go up the little staircase and arrive at the parquet, where we have our most common ticket area, and we have actually already quite a decent view to the stage. This stage is having several habitats where the Pokemon can live, and these Pokemon were chosen to be the performer on stage because they're the beautiful and the dramatic looking ones, and that's what we have. If Ditto collected a little bit more money or the other Pokemon, they can buy the ticket for the balcony. And then they have a little bit more luxurious view and they see a little bit more of the stage or from a little bit elevation. And even further we have even more luxurious seating, which is a little bit more of the private little balcony, where actually you see less the stage but more of the people who are sitting across from it. But anyhow, we go one more level up and we have more of the balcony seating. I think this one is the best view actually. A little bit further away from the stage, but still a very good view, I would say. The stage is absolutely well presented. And as we already paid a lot of money here, we have a private entrance to the terrace of our opera, which is having a beautiful view to the city, which is still in development. So Ditto is very happy. The Pokemon on stage are performing, they're playing with their toys. I see maybe the play has something to do with Team Rocket or not. I don't know why the picture frame with a rocket on it is on the wall. Something is dramatic here. And if Ditto is bored, she can even, you know, my Ditto is a she because I play the game. She is even arriving to the stage and hanging out a little bit with the Pokemon. And look at that. This is looking like a real play in the back. There's something dramatic going on between these two Pokemon. Look how beautiful this is looking. Anyhow, this was a lot of resources. I'm happy I collected all of them. This was quite fun to build. Normally, I see now from my experience that I can tell you some tips a bit later on. But we continue here. We go even higher, one level up, and we have an entrance to an absolutely exclusive rooftop terrace on top of the opera. Here we have a lot of seating for maybe very expensive breakfast or little hangout and drinks after the performance. We have crystals which show how rich is actually my Pokopia, and the pink grass with some lamps make also some habitats where the Pokemon can live. Anyhow, we have here the view on the road which is going to the Pallet Town, and if we walk around the opera we see that we have all around the opera the huge staircase. I was producing a lot of staircases from the stone, so I'm running out of stone. I have to go to a lot of dream islands to collect all of them now. And we continue. We have beautiful seating here with hedges. We have still the view to the city, to the skyline. And in the back I wanted to make something dramatic. I put a lot of fountain here and crystals to make it even more exclusive. And I had something in my mind when I was building it this way, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. We continue to enjoy the views of still in development Pokopia City here. But the staircase go a little bit around, and in the back we don't have the huge staircase, we only have a little bit of steps. Here nothing is finished yet, this is a lot of development still here, a lot of decisions to be taken. I need some ideas of what do I want to do with that. But I want to do, like, when we arrive from Pallet Town to my wasted Weatherland, I think in English, we have a very beautiful view. So we do see some iconic structures, we see the skyscrapers, we see the opera, even from the back it's already beautiful, we see the Pokeball, and then I'm thinking like maybe making like a railroad which is passing through here. In here should be something beautiful, fairy tale-y, maybe something like a super useful or green, or maybe like underwater world. And then we continue here, and we discover the very big Pokeball, which is of course going very well in the Pokopia because this is iconic. So the Pokeball should become the part of my skyline. I'm thinking I wanted to have it very in the back, behind the skyline actually, but then I thought why not to put it on the waterfront. And I'm thinking maybe to keep the old platform where the Team Rocket was hiding or not, so this is still something to think, but the Pokeball I think found its good place. I think it's going very well with recent developments here. Also, sometimes you just need a little bit of a change of one word specifically to do something else. Anyhow, I'm very happy how my opera turned out. I think it's a very beautiful addition. In the future, I'm thinking maybe if I build something as large as the opera, I will go a little bit larger so I can have like double walls, that my inside walls can be in a different color. Like, for example, we can see in the museum of the Rocky Ridges region, as they do have double walls, so the outside is different colors than the inside. So I think this was a little bit of the mistake. I'm not very happy with the pink inside, but I absolutely love it outside. Anyhow, let's go and check out the Pokeball. Why is it so big? I thought the scale is quite good. I needed a lot of bricks to build it. For now it's hollow, there is nothing inside. Also, all of the bricks are not absolutely interconnected. There are some of them who are just flying, so to say. But I think it's giving it also quite something very unique. If, for example, it will be lighted from the inside, if I will be brave enough to collect all of the resources to make the lightning bricks, I could also layer it out with lighted bricks, and this could be actually a very illuminated ball from the outside. For now, I don't know what I will do with it. Maybe it will be the house, maybe here will be some attraction for Pokemon hidden, some game possibility here, as there is a lot of things open. But I think just for now, just to run around here, it's actually quite cool. Yeah, I needed, I would say approximately, I did not exactly record it and count it, but I would assume I needed something like 1,200 of white and red blocks each. So this was a lot of stone needed to produce all of them. Not sure I like the red color. The bricks I had available, I just took them and I also added some of them to produce on top, but maybe one day I will redo them also in this smooth kind of a flooring block, which I will paint red, but that I still have to try out and see how it's gonna look. But this was just a very quick solution, but it will be also not too much work to replace it after, unless I mean, as soon as I have the resources collected. So, if you have ideas what I could do with this Pokeball, shoot them in the comment. I would really appreciate some, but for now it's just gonna do its job, just being there and being very Pokeball-y, so to say. Unfortunately, I cannot move my camera to make Dito stand on it and zoom out. This will be a very cool picture, but it's not really working. I have to invite someone to play with me, maybe, and like that this other person can take the photo of my Dito standing on this Pokeball. This will be very beautiful, I think. So, what else can I show here? I thought, let's have a look quickly. to the latest addition to my skyscraper apartments. We have here the wet apartment, so to say, because here my water dragon are living. The Gyarados found his place here. Also his little friends are here. This is the cutest apartment, I think. And this is the flyover the map. As we can see, there's still a lot to do. I had my fun destroying all of the hills in this area, which is meant absolutely sarcastic. I think there should be some better way to destroy things. So far it's my least favorite task in Pokopia. But I think I will go out maybe with my walking area a little bit until the Pokeball, maybe make like a little promenade there, something beautiful, and then there will be the water. And this is the view when we arrive from the pallet town. I think this is becoming also quite interesting. Yeah, what else? Yes. Recent works I've done. This was just very quick build. I was trying to be a little bit more efficient with collecting my gardens and so on, my fruit and my vegetable. And I've seen on internet, I'm not sure from which channel exactly, I've seen these genius people who came up with this idea to make these automated gardens. So I decided to make one of these to myself. It was very quickly smashed together with all the bricks I already had in my pockets. But it's kind of not too bad. I was thinking it will be visible from my opera terrace, but it's not. So anyhow, this is automated garden. While the water is cut, the trees are supposed to dry. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting, it's taking a little moment for the trees to dry and the fruit to be dropped, I can collect my vegetable. I can cut them, collect them. Meanwhile, almost all of the trees are already dried out. Then I put the water back on and go to collect my fruit. I think the people who created that are genius. Very big shout out for you and a very huge thank you. This is how people come up with these ideas. It's really amazing. So, and then I did collect my fruit. I go back on my little road trolley and I return to where I start. And why do I start and return there? I'll show you in a very second. And actually, it's not the most beautiful elements here, but I'm sure they can be also a little bit more beautified or hidden maybe. And when I return here, I take all of the fruit, drop them here, and here is the Onyx and also his little friend Kleinstein are living, and they're making my colors. Another recent development was here. I made some trading area, a little weekly market here, where I do have all my trading Pokemons living, but I'm thinking to make maybe a kind of a little pavilion here, like covered market, where there will be a little bit more hidden, because it's not the prettiest row of all the cars and the platforms standing around. I'm trying to populate my boulevard with some kind of entertainment for my Pokemon. I do have a fortune teller who is gonna take my money and my Pokemetals and tell me all about that. Then I do have here an artist selling his art and drawing beautiful sunsets and so on. So these are my recent development in Pokopia. I was busy a little bit. I do think I will keep this pink line topic here further, because I already started with a lot of it. I have a lot of pink paint, so I guess I will continue with more pink here. And so far I would really appreciate some comments. I would really appreciate some likes. If you have any ideas what should I do with the Pokeball, any ideas what should I add here extra to my Pokopia, shoot in the comments. I would really appreciate it, and thank you for watching, and until the next video, bye bye!